manager described it was a step in the right direction. Is everyone pretty level on that? Feet on the ground.
100%. I think. Listen, we're not getting carried away with ourselves. I think it was a really good 3 points.
Yeah.
Wasn't the prettiest of games. We've played better at times as well. But listen, it's about at the moment it's about getting results, and we dug deep and we got that.
I appreciate there's been a couple of setbacks since the Gaffer came in. County have been one of the former teams in the division these last couple of months. What's the difference in atmosphere in the dressing room now compared to maybe November, December?
Listen, there's just a clarity about we're all pulling in the one direction. I think that's the main thing. The manager and the coaching staff, they're giving us all the tools that we need to go and execute a performance on a Saturday. So listen, we're on it together. There's going to be bumps in the roads at times, but we just need to keep working hard and hopefully keep picking up more points.
How important is that clarity when you've had a season where you've had different voices basically in your ears all year?
Yeah, obviously it's not easy, but listen, we've got to deal with that. I think the season's not went how we wanted it to go at all. We've got to take that. We've got to take ownership in that and really kick on from it now, because we're in a place that we don't want to be, but we're still in it. So at the end of the day, we're just focusing one game at a time.
I appreciate there's still a long way to go, a lot of work to be done, but the way that first half of the season went, it must have just felt really good to get a couple of results on the board these last couple of
weeks. Yeah, definitely. I think defensively we've been really good. I think it's in the league it's 6 out of 8 clean sheets, so we know if we can keep the door shut at one end, we want to be creating more chances. Obviously we got 2 set pieces the weekend, but we want to be creating more full open play, and that's on everybody. We always say this: we defend as a team, we attack as a team, so it's on everybody to take ownership of that. Maybe try and get a wee bit more control of games and create more opportunities. But obviously Saturday's a step in the right direction, but we've got a massive game tomorrow and one we're looking forward to.
And you got a goal yourself on Saturday as well. Looked like you had a bit of a wrestle to get to the ball in the first place, but it'd be good for your own confidence.
Yeah, definitely. Listen, I always feel if I get a chance, I'll take it. So we've not had loads and loads of chances. Big Uchi did well as well with his. So we want to be in the right positions, and when they're scrapping about the box, you want to be the one on the end of them. So not delighted with that, but we want to kick on and get more. What's
it like playing with Uchi? He's a different kettle of fish from some of the strikers you played with, I suppose.
Yeah, listen, big man's done well since he's come in. He's a handful. He's some size as well, and I think sometimes that maybe helps me a wee bit in terms of I'm not always getting doubled up and tripled up on them at times as well. So that kind of opens it up a bit. But no, he's been great. He's a great big lad, and I was delighted that he got his goal as well.
And he's only going to get better, I think, in terms of fitness, because you can see he's still puffing a wee bit.
Yeah, absolutely. Listen, it's not easy when you've not played lots of football. Yeah. It's one of the hardest things. We've got a few boys in that situation. Even Sean Mackey's not played a lot either, and he's come in and he's done really well for us. So listen, we're all pulling in the right direction, and that's the main thing. So it's just about keep working hard and keep our feet on the ground.
You mentioned Sean, and his deliveries have been really important.
Yeah, I thought the deliveries for set pieces for Sean and Jay at the weekend were exceptional. Yeah. And it's no surprise that we actually scored 2 goals from them, because the deliveries were spot on, and we know we've got that quality in the team. And like we say, hopefully we can get more of that from open play as well. Yeah. But it's about just keep demanding off each other and keep getting in the right position and put together results.
You touched on there about Uchi and being another physical striker, and he maybe sharing a bit of the impact. You get battered every game, don't you? You can see defences thinking we're going to.
You don't get much for the referees, but listen, that's what it is. Obviously, there's no VAR in this league, so defenders can probably get away with a bit more, but at the same time, we maybe get away with stuff as well. So listen, it is what it is. I'm not going to moan about that. I've been used to that all my career anyway. So. So no.
Yeah. We kind of touched on it before. It's a very different dynamic to, for example, you and Ronan first half of the season when it's you and Uchi. Do you have like a style of striker you prefer playing with up the top?
No, listen. I'm just I want to be playing. I want to be I want to be playing every week, and for me, like I always just look at myself and make sure that I'm doing the business so that I keep my shirt every week, and I think that's all you can do. I think there's no point in, obviously you do get different partnerships or whatever, it doesn't matter, but as long as we going in the right direction as a team and picking up points and getting up the table, because at the end of the day we're still at the bottom of the league, so we need to keep kicking on and taking, obviously that comes with a wee bit of pressure as well, but I'm very happy to take that.
The manager was saying after the game this weekend that your numbers are way up there in terms of the amount of grass you cover and everything. It's not always what you associate with, you know, a big striker like yourself. So is that something you pride yourself on?
Yeah, 100%. I think that's, throughout my career, I've always just thought first and foremost work hard.
Yeah.
I remember being a young boy when I was at Stirling Albion, I remember the manager there saying to me, said, you're at the best when you're running about and you're really at it, just getting that kind of second wind and whatnot. So that's kind of stuck with me, and I think I just feel the more I move, the more I can kind of impact the game or getting it. Even if I'm not getting loads of the ball, I can still impact it that way. So that's always been in me, and that's never going to leave.
Who was the manager of Stirling?
Greg McDonald. Going back to when I was 19.
So just when you were breaking through?
So just when I was breaking through, I always remember that just said, just keep running hard, because that's when we feel that you're at your best, and that has stuck with me. And I think, listen, especially in this league, you need to be working hard. Listen, everybody's different, but for me, that's what works. So I'm not going to stop doing that.
Yeah, good stuff.
You mentioned the game tomorrow night. The manager's been really keen so far to say you haven't achieved anything yet.
100%.
If you do get that result tomorrow night, I think you could go out with the bottom two. So it would be some reward for that hard work that you're talking about.
Absolutely. Listen, it would be, but he's spot on what he's saying. We've not achieved nothing yet. Like I say, we're still at the bottom of the league. Even if we go there and get 3 points and get off, we've still not achieved anything. But we've maybe achieved a spot in the league, but that's not where we want to be. That's not the end goal. So it's about just taking every game at a time, one at a time. And like I say, every game in this league's different. Every game's tough. It's a battle, and we've just got to keep our feet in the ground.
Thanks, Jordan.
Top man. Cheers.
Cheers.